Hi guys, here's a quick video to help walk you through the process of creating a new company file and connecting your web connector to QuickBooks Desktop. So we're going to start the process by coming up here and clicking on Select Company File, and we're going to go create new company. You're going to name it. We'll go Create, and it's going to pull up this menu real quick to be able to download the Web Connect file as well as the password in just a moment. So we're going to download the Web Connect file. And this file, what this does is it gives us a way to connect Vendorsync to QuickBooks Desktop utilizing the built-in web connector. So we're going to click on this one time. When we do this, it's going to pop up and bring us a couple authorization dialog boxes that we'll need to give approval for. So we'll click OK. Then the next one, you'll see that your QuickBooks Desktop is flashing the little icon, and it will pull up this application certificate. Choose Yes whenever QuickBooks Company is open, and then click Continue. You're going to take this and you go Access Confirmation. And now at this point, it should actually pull up a web connector. Now I've done quite a few of these, so I'm scrolling straight to the bottom to get to the most recent one I just did. And I'm going to need to put in my password here. So if we come through, we'll see it's got set a password. We're going to say show the password. And then click copy. I'll pull that web connector back up now, and I can pretty much click in here anywhere inside of here. And it's going to ask me for that password. Paste it in, click OK. Yes, I want to save the password. And one more little dialog box that says, yay, you've been able to get that all set up. So now hit close. With that completed, we're going to go next. And now we're going to do the final part, which is import your vendors and your accounts. Click on that button. You're going to see the synchronization status actually pop up here and run through. Now, if you're questioning on whether it's processing or not, you can always pull up that web connector again and keep an eye on it here as well. There's a couple limitations to the way the web connector works, which one of them is that it will auto cycle every 1 minute. So sometimes it may take just a little bit of time to delay till the next cycle processes, and it will be pulling those accounts and those vendors for you. You can, of course, tell that by watching here, and you'll see it will populate pretty quickly. One of the features that I recommend setting up is underneath the file settings here, you can actually set up to where you can enable the notifications, and it will show up a little pop-up window on the corner window. It's doing it on my secondary monitor at the moment, but you have a little pop-up that tells you, so you'll see exactly when it does process something. Okay. So it's processing the data through. There went through, completed the account syncing, and it now completed the vendor syncing as well. So we've got everything we need. We've now got all the details pulled up. We're going to hit close. Done. And you're going to immediately see we have all of our accounts have been pulled in, as well as we don't really have vendors in this. Actually, I'm sorry, we do have vendors in this one. So pull the vendors and the accounts, everything all straight up to the application itself. What is unique about the way we go about this, all of your bank accounts and your credit card accounts are automatically listed on the side here. That's so you can then use those to select those accounts for importing transactions into. Now, best practice is to actually go through and right away, please go in and you need to set your Intuit bank ID number for each one of these accounts. You'll notice it hasn't been done because of the Fix Now icon. So I'm going to click on Fix Now. It pulls up the chart of accounts, basic details, and here, this happens to be a Chase bank. I'm going to start to type in Chase, and you're going to get a pop-up that tells you the different ones to choose from. Hit Save Account. It's very, very important. You cannot export from one of these accounts unless you've done that step. This one here, we'll say it was a Bank of America. And you'll be able to literally search through all of these just by popping in the information right away. Okay, America. And boom. So you'd go one by one to make sure to assign each one. If you have a situation that your bank is not supported by Intuit, if they do not have an intu.bid number, then the common practice is to type in Wells Fargo, which would give you 3,000, or Bank of America for a 2430 number. Those are kind of universally accepted ID numbers that will make it to where you can pull in transactions regardless whether the bank is supported or not. So now that you've done your connection, you've pulled your sync, you pulled your vendors up, you pulled your chart of accounts up, everything else, you're ready to go. And in the next video, we will show you how you can quickly assign an account per vendor to make those relationships for future transactions. Thanks a lot.